Hello everyone, welcome to MMORPGcom's Foundry Focus. I'm your host, Rob, aka Graculin. Thank you for joining tonight. This is episode 1. If you joined us last night, we're just going to call that the 0 episode, where we started to talk about what the Foundry Focus is and what we're going to do. Tonight, we're going to focus on a Kidnapping in Blacklake. The Foundry Focus is going to take a look at all the different player-generated content that is in the game of Neverwinter. It's all about people in the community, so if you want to participate and you're on the Dragon server and you're in the 28 to 32 level range, feel free to send me a tell, Graculin at Graculin. I've already got one person grouped with us, and we're going to take a look at it. Last night, I said that we're going to reward the people that are on the show with 500 Zen, and I found out that you cannot actually gift Zen to people in-game. The only way to do that would be to buy a card and give them the code, and they come in 1,000 Zen donate increments. So we're still going to give away the same amount of Zen, but we're going to put a little bit of twist on it. At the end of 2 episodes, we're going to have the community vote on who you think did the best job, and we're going to award that creator with that Zen. I'll be able to email them the code through the forums in the game. So we're still going to reward people, and then at the end of the month, we'll still have a culmination between those two. We'll have a little bit of a vote off, and then we'll reward them with something. As always, make sure you're emailing me your suggestions at neverwinterfoundry@gmail.com. Let me flash that up on the screen here for you real quick. Email us at neverwinterfoundry@gmail.com. The best, the ones you made, anything, you want us to take a look at it, you want it to be on the show, email it for consideration. Thanks. I check it daily. I play missions all the time to see what's good. Yes, I have a spider mount. Thank you. And guess what? The previous intro I just did 10 minutes ago that none of you guys can hear was much better than this one. Since I haven't got any tells, Crimson, if you can hear me, if you're watching, let's go ahead and head off to our NPC. I already know what the person is, but we'll start on the path anyways. Yes, we will be reading quest text. I'm on Dragon. Gotta learn my hotkeys here. Alright, the Kidnapping in Blacklake. And if you're wondering, unless I have a guest with me who I'll fill that bottom frame with, almost had a community manager today. I did get confirmation that there will be people from Cryptic showing up in the next few weeks to be on the show with us, and you'll have a chance to ask some of the developers behind the Foundry tools what we can see in store that allow us, the players, to create more content for our community. Kidnapping in Blacklake. This is eligible for the daily Foundry quest, so let's make sure that I have my daily quest so I can get my additional... Alright, I've already got them, so we're good there. A Kidnapping in Blacklake. Speak to the mysterious contact. You've accepted a job from a mysterious patron because you were always interested in a chance for coin and adventure. But when helping an Neverwinter guardsman with a simple nasher orchestrated kidnapping turns complicated, will you be able to stop the greater threat? A courier just handed you a note about the job offer. You're going to meet the contact down in Protector's Enclave. This is estimated to take 30 minutes to complete. It's designed for a solo adventurer. I have Crimson with me, so we can go ahead and push through it a little bit quicker than normal. He is a trickster rogue, I'm pretty sure, so he'll help me out the DPS because I'm a Guardian fighter, not the greatest DPS guy. It includes 5 custom accolades. That's 1 per map. If you're not sure what the accolade is, it's like a little flavor text item you can find through the map. This goes ahead and adds a little piece of lore. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay in your book, which I think could be a really cool feature if they added that in. If you were allowed to keep the flavor text you do from the Foundry missions inside of your journal, so it could kind of be like, hey, look at me, I was there, I did that, and yeah, I participated in his Foundry mission. Quest includes a mix of fighting and quest text light on puzzles. So, alright. And this is by Winnin. Young street urchin, we found him. Spare some coin, please. I have some coin for you. Have some. I got this note. It says to meet someone here about a job. Be gone, I have no time for you. Well, let's not be a dick. We'll follow the Will Wheaton rule of the internet around here. Don't be a dick. Let's see where it takes us. Thanks for the coin, Draculan. How do you know my name? I work for the man in gray, same as you. He's the one who hired you. You got the note, right? You have two choices now. Walk away and forget you ever heard of him, or take the job and reap the rewards. Well, I suppose there's always a third option. You could wind up dead like that wizard last week. Anyway, up to you. That's what you get, control wizards. Suck it. But hurry up. I've got begging to do. Okay, I'm in. What's the job? Your first job is a simple one. You know, to test the waters. See what you're made of. You do well in this one, and maybe the man in gray will hire you for something bigger. A guard, Boskin, has done some work for us in the past, so we owe him one. His wife, Esmeralda, got kidnapped by the Nashers, and he rushed off into Blacklake to save her. That was last night, and we haven't seen him since. Go find out what happened to Boskin, and help him if you can. Alrighty. There's Crimson. He found me. And let's go off to Blacklake. So let's just find any of the local exits, and we can hop to the map we need to go to. I think I missed something. I keep wanting to hit L for quest log when it's not the quest log. I'm pretty sure we're headed off to a Nasher headquarters. We're like level 30. He's 28, I'm 32. We really don't have to worry about these level 6 riffraff. Though I do suppose if we really wanted to take the time to beat the poo out of them, we could. Though that wouldn't be very sportsmanlike, would it? Alright, there we go. So come on, Australian, hit the button. And now we wait for the loading screen. As you grow more powerful, you'll be able to purchase and upgrade powers. Sounds great. And he disconnected, which maybe that's just his way of saying he's loaded into the zone. We'll carry on. Alrighty, so we're looking for Boskin. And we didn't find him, but we found some people that apparently think their cause is just. Alright, and they're level 30 and I'm 32, so this should be relatively easy enough. If Crimson makes it back, we'll get him back in the group. I don't know if you can join me once I get past this map and skip to where I'm at, but that being said, if you can get here before then, you're welcome to join the group. I'll invite anybody up until the fact we get a full group. Looks like over there is a flavor text item. It's a chamber pot. Good stuff. Hey, Death's Crowbar. What do we find? Oh, there's Crimson. Accolade. You don't know what you've got till it's gone. The previous owners of this vase probably never appreciated its beauty. Maybe their descendants will get it back one day. Congratulations on finding the accolade for this map. You may keep it or discard the accolade scroll as you desire. It is not used for anything other than memories. Collect it. Interact with the vase again to collect the accolade scroll. I was like, who's that? I was like, oh wait, that's his minion. I apologize. Alright, let's carry on here. So we found the accolade scroll for the first map. Last time I went through this, I only found one of, I think there's like 5 or so. I want to say that there's 5 maps in this. Alright, we're missing somebody. You did not see that. Oh. I guess I found the right place. Oh, there was something about the blood. Correct. I must have just totally walked past that when I was making fun of Crimson dropping. Thanks for coming out. If you have any suggestions for any missions that you've created you think are really good, or that other members that you've played you think are great and worthy of us playing through and talking about, make sure you email them to me. Press F to interact. Blood Spider Pack bears the signs of the Neverwinter Guard. It looks like Boskin headed underground. Continue. Alright, so first off, we got a goal. We went here. We get to the first mat. Found an accolade. Had a couple little encounters. Nothing overly challenging, but it paced the story. It was quick. I liked the intro. Roth Valley was once a peaceful farming community until beings from the Underdark came to enslave it. Is it Roth? Is it Rothe? Make sure you pray, you Aussie pagan, at the campfire if you haven't done so for today. But now we're underground, looking for the trail of blood, following the trail of blood, I should say. Oh, he got me. So our circle's in here. I wonder if there's something that we should be picking up on that tips us off. There we go, follow the trail of blood. There was a pile of blood there in the ground. I don't know how I missed it there for a second, but I did. We got patrol. The robe goes in for the tank. Thanks. Why should it be any different? I think the healer can use mana. Well, the healer can use mana potions. I don't know if your NPC healer does. I have found the companions in the game a little lacking as far as the AI goes. I will say that. Especially considering that DPS is positional, so it does you a benefit by lining up behind the creature during the encounter, yet your DPS pet or companion doesn't know enough to get behind the monster you're fighting, especially when you're the tank class. It's kind of like, what's going on with that? Oh, poor Esmeralda. Dead in a splatter. Esmeralda did not go quietly, but why would Boskin leave her here? What happened to him? So why would Boskin leave his dead wife here with him out to be found? Let's find out. Alright, so we got a Battle White Commander. So we've gone from just... It looks like we've progressed out of the realm of just where we have to worry about nashers. I'd go ahead and say that these guys are up to no good. Did we find the accolade in here? And if not, is it back here? Nope. Alright, so that one was hidden decently well. We'll carry on. I don't want to give out all the spoils in case some of you guys want to play through this one. But we're 1 for 2 now. Let's keep going deeper underground. Yes, Neverwinter Foundry at gmail.com. Please send all your suggestions for missions to play through there. Each week, I shouldn't say each week because it's not each week now. Every other week, we'll give out 1,000 Zen to the person that the community chooses of the previous 2 entries. Zombie Boskin. Oh, he's undead. Who are you? What do you want? I've come to help you. To free Esmeralda. I think this dude ate her. I've failed. Please kill me. Kill the one responsible. You mean the nashers? They're all dead. No. The master. Alright. The master. Who is that? A wizard who lived in the Blacklake district. He died in the eruption, but the black sludge infused his bones and brought him back. Now he's using it to raise more undead. Was he behind the kidnapping? No, I fought the nashers down into the basement. There I reached my beloved, but more rebels cornered us. Then the undead erupted from the pit. I cheered as they tore into the nashers. We tried to escape the confusion, but the zombies attacked indiscriminately. The master's minions killed Esmeralda as I fought. I couldn't stop them. The zombie guard tries to cry, but his eyes no longer produce tears. Then they killed me. When the slaughter was finished, the master came to me and the fresh corpses to grow his army. He had a special plan for me, though. I'm no mindless drone. I can think. I can remember. It is the worst torture you can imagine. If only he made me into something mindless. You must kill the master. Apparently I took too long to read that. Okay. Let's find the master. Oh, but first, we'll find the fire pit. Check out the fire pit. A mystery, unravel it. Oh wait, that's a gravel pit by the Wu-Tang Clan from like the mid-90s. Am I dating myself? Sorry. Alrighty. We have to kill the undead minions. There are 5 packs. Here's one hiding. I'm not going to lie, the first time I went through this, I had difficulty finding 1 or 2 of the packs, only because they fall kind of outside of the oblong that's showing you where everything's at. Get off my greens, Crimson. Get your own show. It's my loot. I've known him for like over almost 2 years, so I'm allowed to give him grief. Had a little bit of a graphical glitch there. I would not say that that is the Foundry mission's fault in the least bit. That was just a funky angle. We're at 4 of 5. I'll just read that with you. Let's see. Get some dead soldiers going on here. Get my big on. One thing I have noticed is that running Foundry missions, you do get a substantial amount of loot. So yeah, there's always that. Now see, those packs that we just killed did not count as the minions that we're looking for. So even though it's like, oh hey, killing guys, no, those aren't the right guys. Which is kind of interesting. At first I thought, I was like, the mission was bugged, and then I had to play through a little bit and I found out that it wasn't. And here's the flavor text item. It talks about this sewer. What an incredible smell you've discovered. Take, let's see. Okay, as you can see, there's only one accolade. They don't carry over. I guess that's not going to let me read it. Maybe because I already found it once, I can't read it again. I do apologize if that's the case. Let's go through here and find this 5th pack. And it's in the water here. There we go. I do like the fact that the enemy or the NPC names don't necessarily pop up red from a million miles away. Even if you have your draw distance up, you actually have to kind of figure out, oh, there they are. Because, hey, you know, camouflage kind of deal. If you got a bunch of zombies that are gray, standing around a pool of gray, or against a gray backdrop, and if you don't see them, have anybody to blame but yourself. And if you stumble upon them, well, you're not going to get that close before it does actually highlight them. But now we've got to find the master, and the master is this way. lot of forum-based jokes. That's cool. Let's see. We're going the right way. Turns out, I was talking to Sam, a.k.a. Saminator, that this was a contest entry for one of the Foundry contests they had to make missions for the Blacklake. Now, this wasn't the winner, and I still really think this is a really good one. If this was good enough to be a contest submission and not win, I think that's a very good omen for the Foundry community, for the type of content we can get out. And I've even seen people so far as talking about trying to recreate storylines from other games. One in particular, this was on Reddit, was Dragon Warrior 1. So that'd be kind of interesting to see if people actually go through with that, because that'd be a very involved process. You're not really going to be able to get all the maps right, because while you do have a map editor of sorts, I don't think you can make them from the ground up. But you could probably make a lot of the main quest interactions the same, so it would still kind of have the same feel. Boskin, where are you? Dispose of this thing. Continue. What's up, Boskin? Dude, I thought we were homies. Zombie Boskin the White. Knows no friends. White Slayer, kill 50 whites. So that's cool. I actually got the achievement for White Slayers killing stuff in the Foundry. Waiting for a quest to rescue Princess Zelda. That'd be great. Hey, Crossover. Feel free to ask a question. Maybe the chat room could answer it best. That was a perfectly good minion you destroyed. I suppose I'll have to get rid of you myself. Continue. To answer your question about the keys, you can trade Astral Diamonds for the keys, but the keys are the only way that you can open... I'm sorry, you can trade Astral Diamonds for Zen to buy the keys, but keys are the only way that you can open those chests. It took me about a bajillion times to say that to you. And... let's move along. If you want to join the guild, and now you can just send me a tell. I'll invite you to Insomniacs, which is my guild inside of Neverwinter. You've discovered a new campsite. Respawn unlocked. Alright, what's going on here? It's on fire. Nashers. So something has gone on here, because these Nashers are celebrating, but their town's on fire. Smell that? Nothing smells quite like a burning town. Ah, I love burn night. Burn it all, boys. The tiefling points at you. You've come down to your part of town to do some burning. No, I don't care about your little campfire. You can burn yourselves up for all I care. Campfire got out of hand. Only you can prevent forest fires. You dare insult Demon Barluka? Well then, I suppose I should have my boys toss you on a bonfire. Or are you here for a reason? Some of your men thought it would be a good idea to kidnap the wife of a Neverwinter guardsman. Bad idea. What are you, some sort of paladin? Trying to scare us? The nashers don't take advice from random scum like you. No, I'm just a concerned citizen, and you've got two choices. The tiefling laughs. Oh, I'm quaking in my boots. First you have advice for us, and now you're telling me what to do. The nashers do what we want to do. No one can stop us. Persuade. Look, I don't care about your rebellion, but I get what you're trying to do. 2. Intimidate. Are you sure? I like a good fight, but lucky for you, I have more important things to do right now. Well, I'm kind of a musclehead. I'm going to intimidate. Really? I did just clear the building and 2 floors of tunnels. Lots of nashers got in my way. None of them are moving anymore. Maybe you want to rethink that one, Hornhead. Or Lucas spits on your boots. You're the lucky one. If it weren't Burn Knight, you'd have never gotten close. It's not like you're the hero of Sleeping Dragon Bridge. Oh, so you've heard of me after all. Wait, that's you? Whoa, I didn't know. Hey, we're all friends here. No need for trouble. What do you want from me? Lay off the citizens. The militia can fend for themselves. We can do that. No sweat. In fact, that gives me an idea. Demon Baruka waves you off as he considers his new plans. That was probably wavering him on there. I want to wave him off like that. Pardon my subordinate here. He's not aware of the big picture. Master Krell at your service. Rest assured, my cell won't do any more kidnapping. Good. I'll hold you to it. But there's another matter you should know about. Oh, do tell. Some ancient mage got raised up by a sludge. He's been raising an army of his own down there by the sewers. And why exactly are you telling me about this master? Haggle for a job? Well, I was there, so I took care of him. I expect some compensation. Yeah, give me some compensation. Yes, I'm sure you do. Your kind always does. Krell ponders the situation for a moment. I'm aware of the undead that have infested our tunnels, but I haven't heard of a master. Was it a lich? Perhaps. It was a burning skeleton when I defeated it. I can pay you some gear we have in our stores, but I'll need more than just word. Tell you what, if you clear the dead from the local sewers, we'll call it done. I'll have my men drop off a chest with your payment when we've finished. Deal. Alright. Follow the sewers back to the surface. We're going to have to kill some of the Master's henchmen, and then we're going to kill the Master himself. So far... Oh, there's the sewer. More Underdark creatures into the Foundry. Yeah. I can see your concerns about the amount of mob types. You've discovered a new campfire. Nope, don't need to pray yet. Good to go there. So we have clear the undead from the sewers. There's 6 packs. We got another undead white here. The battle white commander. Okay, so there's 1 pack. Let's hop down here in the water, because this guy likes to hide him in the water. Here's another pack. I think he did a really decent job so far with populating the areas with monsters. I think too often people get a little overzealous and just put mobs everywhere. And I do understand that some people make Foundry missions specifically like that just to grind on to... Yes, I am a Guardian, and I can stand in red circles. I just put my shield up, and I don't take any damage. Look at that. But zone population is actually a very challenging thing, and even long-time game developers are challenged by it. And I think this guy did a pretty decent job with this roving pack right here. You know, we just don't have tons and tons of mindless mobs running everywhere. Alright, there's 3 packs. Let's make sure he doesn't have somebody hidden down here in the water again. Did you find anything over there, Crimson? No, I think we're looking good. Let's take a look at our map. There's probably something over there in the corner. There we go. There's a pack over here. Let's walk back through here, make sure I didn't stick anything in the water. And then after, I wish I could have sprint. Just like run. Made a room with 1 million mobs. I don't know if there is a cap to the amount of mobs you can generate in a room or not. But he does have these patrolling, which is kind of cool. I think that was a later function. I mean, I think you're kind of limited on the scope of patrols that packs can do. I think you can set them and like have like a point, but it's not like you could take an individual guy and have him like guarding an area and doing a pretty specific path. You know, I don't think you can really get all Metal Gear Solid on them. And I'm sure that cap per map has a lot to do with anti-exploitation, making sure that people aren't just making grind maps. Alright, make sure they're all dead. So, let's see. We got a little bit of a foggy maze. Okay, so this is a new type of area we haven't seen yet. A bunch of lattice-worked rooms. Let's see if we got anything hiding around here. I do actually know, obviously, that he's over there on the diamond. So, we're just going to take a look and see if he's got any flavor items hidden through here. There's the master. What's up, Dick? Ah, you again. When you killed me last, it stung a little. But as you can see, it didn't take. In fact, I'm getting better at reanimating myself. What do you think? Like the flesh? It still isn't quite right, but definitely an improvement. You still look like you should be buried back in the sludge. Interesting stuff, that sludge. Quite rejuvenating. Perhaps you'd care to take a dip? I can't arrange it. Never. But I'll be happy to send you back if you like. I sincerely think not. My powers are growing. You'll not defeat me so easily this time. But come to think of it, you're quite talented. Perhaps I'll raise you up to be one of my lieutenants. I do need someone to replace Boskin. He wasn't around long, but he had such great potential. Shall we? Get ready to die again. Alright, so that white's in my back. He's painful. Alright, red stuff. I got a friend request. I'll accept it. Thank you, friends. Okay, crossover. I was about to say, if I get a friend request from you and I accept it and later on you're like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, hi! And I have no clue who you are, just saying. You're like, hey, I talked to you on your Foundry Focus. I'm like, ah, cool. Obviously, you can tell I'm not a dick. So, alright. What do we got down here? Actually, hold on real quick. Before you head that way, let's see that there's not a flavor item, an accolade hidden around here real quick. Because I think we only found the 2. I want to say there's 5. Guess not. Completed assignment. Explore the local area. The master. Again? Really? Tisk, tisk. Now you actually look like a living person. You really shouldn't have done that. But at least I've regained my full strength now. I can finally bring back my old body. Though my skin is still a little tad pale. Restoring the skin color is much harder than you would expect. But what are my manners? You'll find out soon enough. Raising and controlling you would be such a pleasure after all. The inconvenience you've caused me. I want to say when I was doing this solo, it got a little interesting. That last encounter was kind of kick in the pants. Alright. So that's like the third or fourth time we've killed the master. No, it's not DVS Gaming, it's Insomniacs. Let's see. Oh, look at here. A Nasher courier. What you got for me, buddy? Master Krell sends his regards. Here's the payment he promised you. Thank you. The man in gray also had me include his reward. He said you did well. You should expect to get more jobs in the future. Continue. What do we get? Tempered boots. Devoted cleric. Yes, just what I want. Devoted cleric boots. Yay! Okay, so seriously, what am I going to do with devoted cleric boots? I don't know what I'm going to do with devoted cleric boots. I did level, though. That's always outstanding. A Kidnapping in Blacklake by Winnin. Review. Gonna tip them. Oh, they upped it. It used to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. Now it's like 500, or 1, 2, 3. I want to say the highest was 100 astral diamonds you give them. Regardless, we give them 500 astral diamonds. So, get a 5-star rating. Thanks for the great dungeon. It was well paced. I enjoyed the flavor text. You did a good job on placing packs of mobs. Zone population is a difficult, if I could type, it's a difficult thing to master. P.S. This was the premiere. I will say episode one. This was the first episode of the Neverwinter Foundry Focus on MMORPGcom. Thanks. Alrighty. Anybody else think I should add something to it? Anyone? Anyone? Going once? Going twice? Alright. You get achievements, by the way. Oh, Wyatt Earp. You can watch the YouTube VOD, which I'm just going to tell you about. I think that was a superb Foundry mission for our first episode. I hope you agree. I think the guy did an excellent job of incorporating different maps. It had a good flow to the quests. They made sense. His text was decent. And by decent, I mean it was really good. You know, it flowed. The quest moved. Honestly, if this was in the game as something the developer made, I wouldn't have known a difference really, other than the fact there wasn't like a boss mob, you know, type deal encounter. But I would have. This could have been in here, and I could have played it, and I would have thought, you know, that was something Cryptic would have done. He did such a good job. So here's what I want from the rest of you guys, and I would like your participation in this. Send me the emails, send me the suggestions. Email us at neverwinterfoundry@gmail.com. It's the blinking. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Act now. Supplies are limited. So thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. I definitely appreciate it. Next week we'll have a new mission, and then at the end of that, I'll put up a poll on the forums at MMORPG.com, and I'll have you guys vote on which was the better of the two, and we will reward them with 1,000 Zen. I'll go out to the store and I'll buy a card and I'll email them the code, and I'll do that through the forums. Next week I'm trying to have a special guest on with us, and again, like I said, got confirmation from Cryptic today that I will in fact have one of the producers that was specifically working on the Foundry toolset on the show with us. So we'll get to ask them some questions about things that we could see in the future with the Foundry and what went into actually creating this toolset as well. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great time. I look forward to next week. Keep in mind, next week we will be back on a regular schedule of Thursday, 9:30 Eastern. You can also friend me on Facebook at Grak, Grak.ulen, and follow me on Twitter at Grakulen, Grakulen. This will be uploaded to YouTube, so keep an eye on that, and we'll also have a little write-up on it on MMORPG.com. Thanks again. Look forward to seeing you next week. Everybody have a great night.